Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Milton Davis, and it is my privilege and honor to serve as your master of ceremonies. For this grand occasion, we will hear greetings and a statement of the occasion from the Honorable James Cooper, probate judge of Macon County, Alabama.
So I want to welcome you today to the home that produced the first African-American probate judge of Macon County, Judge Alfonza Menefee. It is indeed my pleasure to be here today with so many distinguished guests, and it just feels so great to be here with so many people honoring and celebrating Judge Menefee's legacy. This is a very historic day, because Judge Alfonza Menefee served for 3 decades, and during that time we never had any instance of scandal, any sort of really bad press. So for that we are thankful. The citizens of Macon County has been enriched and blessed by Judge Alfonza Menefee's service to our county, to our state, and to our nation. You know, when you ask Judge Menefee what he's most proud of, now he's a very modest man, and he would always say, you know, I tried to help everyone that I touched. That's always his saying.
It's wonderful to be here with you. And our guest speaker tonight, this evening, is Fred David Gray, a living legend. Now,
He was elected the first African-American male president of the Alabama Probate Judges Association and is currently the state of Alabama representative in the National College of Probate Judges. He serves as a deacon at Greater St. Mark Missionary Baptist Church. He's an Omega, a member of Omega Psi Phi fraternity and Sigma Pi Phi fraternity, also known as the Boule, which is the oldest African-American fraternity in this country. He won election in 1988 against 3 other incumbent Macon County office holders and one chief clerk of the probate court for which he was running. 3 blacks and 1 white. And guess what? In the first primary, he ended up with 49% of the vote. And in the runoff, it wasn't a race. He was elected, and not only was he elected, but he has served with distinction all of the people of this county. He had enough sense to know when he was elected, he didn't know anything about how to be a judge in probate. So even though one of his opponents was the chief clerk in the probate office, he had that person to come in and serve as his chief clerk. He is a person who knows how to work with people. They told me to say a little something about how well he worked with individuals. Since he has served as judge in probate, he has been called upon by white people and black people and rich people and poor people to talk at their funerals, to talk at their programs, and to do anything else, because he has done a tremendous job of representing this county well during these 30 years that he has served. I was asked also to say a little something about my relationship in working with him. I have enjoyed working with Judge of Probate Menefee. I believe all of the lawyers in this county have enjoyed working with him. I don't know of any person who have gone into his court and they have left saying that they were not treated with dignity, with respect, and that he gave them a fair and a full hearing and reached a decision based upon what he understood the law and properly undertook it. In preparing for my talk here tonight, I talked with him and I asked him a couple of things, and I thought I'd share at least one of those with you. I asked him what was the most difficult type case during his 30 years that he had as judge of probate. And he says the most difficult case is those involving protecting the interests and trying to help mentally retarded individuals. And he says the bad part about it is this county does not have any facilities that can adequately handle and treat mentally retarded individuals. But he said he did everything he could in order to have them as comfortable and to see that they were properly cared for. I then asked him, I said, Judge, any of your cases been appealed? Because you know, we lawyers, we're always preparing cases for appeal. And he says, yes, a lot of them. I said, a lot of them? He said, yes. I said, one other question, Judge. How many times have you been reversed in any of those cases over 30 years? You know what he says? None. How many judges can say that he or she has never been reversed?
Now, representing in terms of roast and expression the Menefee family, we're going to call upon daughter LaShawn Menefee Williams, her husband Eric Williams, and the judge's granddaughter, Morgan. Would you please come forward and have your way?
Good evening, everyone. I am his lovely daughter, Tony Williams, and I want to start off by thanking each and every one of you for coming out for such a joyous occasion. This is a nonsense man, a man that loves his family, absolutely loves this community, his siblings, he loves people, he loves to have fun. But this is a difficult man this man has a very difficult time unwinding. He's the man that when it's time for us to go to picnic, he has on dress slacks, shoes that are clean, and a button-down shirt. But like that, you know you're supposed to have on jeans and just a pullover shirt and some tennis shoes. I'm not sure. My dad is a servant leader. He's been the greatest father ever. And I want to wish him a very happy retirement. We look forward to having him home with us, enjoying the grandkids. We have a sister and his little Alfonza Jr. is what he wants to be called. He's trying to push my brother to the side. My brother said he's confident in who he is, so he's not nervous about my little nephew, which wanted to be here this evening and represent himself on my father's behalf. But they weren't able to make it down from Maryland. But I do want to say, Daddy, I thank you. You have been the greatest person ever. I don't know if I would be where I am without you. You have always been there for us anytime. You've always been there for your grandchildren. And I don't know how much I can thank you for everything that you have done. And I love you.
For those of you that don't know me, I'm the oldest granddaughter, which means I have a special place in my granddad's heart. My granddad was the first person to get me interested in politics and finance. He taught me about the economic market, investing, and presidential elections, just to name a few things. I love you, Granddaddy.
Rotary Club, Attorney Edward Ranger.
If y'all will remember at the square in Tuskegee, there were some oak trees that were planted back in the 40s. Now, in the 40s, Tuskegee was a place where people would come from the north to come down and get out of the frigid weather. One of those people who used to come south to Tuskegee, Alabama, was Paul Harris. He was the founder of a Rotary Club, for which there are thousands of clubs across the whole United States. He has been a Rotarian, and he has served as president for the Tuskegee Rotary Club. That being said, the history behind the Tuskegee Rotary Crews was that Paul Harris spent the winters in 43, 44, and 45 here in Tuskegee, Alabama. And as part of what he did throughout the world was plant friendship trees. And he planted 2 friendship trees in the Tuskegee town square. Well, unfortunately, because of the weather, because of winds and lightning strikes, those trees no longer exist. But we have the wood from those trees. On behalf of the Tuskegee Rotary Club, it is my pleasure to present to Judge Menefee. This is Alfonza Menefee, President of the Tuskegee Rotary Club. This was 2011 and 12. This is part of the gavel which is made from the friendship tree taken from the Macon County Tuskegee Square and made from the Paul Harris tree. So it's my honor to present this gavel to you. Thank you so much for your service.
The man of the hour, the Honorable Alfonza Menefee.
Good evening. Good evening. I bet you don't have no problem hearing me. Before I get started, I gotta put things in perspective. I wouldn't even be able to walk if it wasn't for this lady standing beside me. Just want you all to know that I've been with this lady all of my life. I met her when I was in the 6th grade. I went to Cotton Valley. There used to be a school in South Macon called Cotton Valley. I went to a May Day program. And I saw this little lady, little girl running around a May Day. They call it a maypole, rapping a maypole. And I got hooked and I ain't turned it loose yet. We were together. She didn't know it, but I was behind her in the 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade. I carried her to the prom. I was still hopeful. Then we got to college, and she was going to go to Florida A&M, and I talked her into going to Tuskegee. So once she came to Tuskegee, we got married, and it had been a rose, you know. We've been together ever since, and I tell you, without her, none of this would have been possible. Barbara, I want to pin these roses on you, just to show you a little bit of how much I love you. My family, my siblings, my little big brother McKinley, and my little sister, I call her Little Oralee, Pat, and my sister Mary, that always take over everything. Mary got a way of orchestrating everything. And my sister, Alfreda, lay in the corner and control all the money. My brother Walter just tell us to y'all, whatever y'all decide, go ahead on, I'm part of it. My sister Vicky couldn't make it. She's the oldest rat in the barn. Victoria. I'm gonna talk all night, so I don't want to miss anyone. But everyone in here are my friends, and everyone here is special to me. Let's just call this thing, and I'll be around. How about that? All right?
Grateful, truly grateful I am. Grateful, grateful, truly blessed and duly grateful. In a city of strangers, I've got a family of friends. No matter what rocks and brambles fill the way, I know that they will stay until the end. I feel a hand holding my hand. It's not a hand